Guys, welcome back to another Mod Review Monday. Today we're going to be looking at the Peterbilt 389 Autohauler by F3D Modding. This mod will run you $22. It comes with a truck and trailer, and we're going to be looking at version 0.4. Now, I don't have everything that comes with this truck in the mod manager, so I'll just tell you quickly a bunch of the stuff that comes with it. So obviously you get the truck and trailer. You then get a compatibility pack for Zmod's Peterbilt interior sounds. You get a compatibility pack for Shadow Walker's light pack. You get a editable company file so you can change your logos on the truck. It has a compatibility file for the real Eaton Fuller transmissions. It also has a compatibility file for Creech Bomb's engine sound pack. It also has a OpenDef for Zmod's motors in general. It comes with templates so you could skin it, and you could also change the mud flaps, I believe, and the side steps to put logos on there. It comes with a skin pack, and it also comes with a compatibility pack for all of the game's DLC, the steering wheels, the blinking, steering wheels, interior accessories, stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave the compatibility files out for the review just because we want to see exactly what the truck comes with. The only one that I will put in is the cabin accessories and steering wheel pack. Since I do have those DLCs, we'll see that it works in the truck. So here we have the Autohauler. So this is the truck and trailer itself. The fix, which actually takes it to version 0.4, and the description was pretty dead on it. It just said that it fixed the loads. We have our cabin accessories, steering wheel pack. Those are the compatibility for the DLCs. We then have the skin pack, and I threw in the editable company pack or file so we could see where those logos would be. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so here we are in the truck purchase menu, and it will probably be a bit longer video since there's a truck and a trailer that comes with this. But for the truck right now, we have two options under the Peterbilt. We have the 123.8 inch and 131.6 inch, and that's from bumper to back of cab, so it's a bit longer hood versus a shorter hood. So you could change that later too. So here we are in the cabins category, and I will say the cabin and chassis are the same for this truck. So we're going to skip over chassis. As you can see right here, we have our 123.8 inch versus our 131.6 inch. As you see, it definitely extended that hood out. And then we also have a lower version for each that'll drop the truck a bit lower. So you have the high and the low version of a long hood and a short hood. So here, without the compatibility for Creech Bomb, and we don't have Creech Bomb's pack-in, we got a decent little selection of motors. We have the ISX 12, MX 13, we have a Cat C15, ISX 15, from 625 horsepower down to 370, so a decent range there. For transmissions, we have 10 speed, we have a 10, 13, and 18 with or without a retarder. We then have the Allison 6, 7, and 10 speeds, and there is no secondary option for the 10 speed with the retarder, so just the 6 and 7s have that. For our interior, we have two options, And this is our sleeper back there. Looks like really good quality on the texturing on the interior. I mean, even on the speaker and stuff. So we have the ultra ride, and then we have the premium ultra ride, which is that bit of a tan, adds the wood grain as compared to just the plastic. I mean, even the texturing on just like the little plastic, that's pretty good. So here for our paint jobs, there's not much that comes with the skin pack, but there's a couple. So we have Virginia Transportation, metallic orange, and you could change the color of your cab. We have pure red, sky blue, deep black, snow white, sunny yellow. We have that Virginia Transportation again with a blue car hauler chassis, paintable again. You could do it with just the plain color non-metallic, plain color non-metallic with the orange as well. We then have a custom color, which changes everything. Dark red metallic, sky blue metallic, custom metallic, and this again changes everything. We also have the always haulin purple, and you could change the color on that. Or you have a multicolor skin, which paints a bunch of different stuff. So you have your cab, you have your fenders, you obviously have your car hauler chassis, and then this will probably be for some other accessories. So here for accessories, we got a decent bit of nodes here. Start up here with the bumper. We do have accessory slots, but we'll go through all the bumpers first. We got the box end 20-inch. You see it's just a straight box. Original style 20-inch, so it curves around. Model Inox bumper. I don't know, it just looks like a stock Peterbilt bumper to me. We have the American Eagle 20-inch, which as you can see has the wheel well cut out, and it looks like it might be angled a bit there on the corners. We have the Lincoln Chrome blind mount 20-inch, the bolts up there to mount it, and then we have a blind mount 18-inch, which this one kind of wraps around there. As you see, we do have light nodes that are not grayed out, and that is because some lights do come with this truck. We have mini LED blue, green, orange, and purple. Just go back through those. And, ooh, looks like the red isn't working. We then have watermelons, blue, green, orange, purple, and red. And then we have all of our plates, which if we go through, looks like all 50 states minus Hawaii. Even Nova Scotia. See, we got some Canadian plates if you're up that way. And the Yukon. So all 49 US states, we got some Canadian states in there too, and a couple different little light options just to get you rolling. Moving on up, we have our fender bracket, can be paintable or chrome. For our grill, actually before I do that, we have grill bars, so we could do 3 or 7 bars or take them off completely. And then for the grill, we have paintable, which that looks like just like a flat paint over it. Not a fan of that. We got our chrome, stock, chrome with big diamonds. We got the angled chrome grill, which looks like a interesting chrome texture on that. Not the cleanest. Paintable big diamond and triple diamond chrome grill. Here we have our headlights. So we have a chrome and black, stock, square chrome and black. We then have mirrors on either side. Here we could have the chrome shroud or a painted shroud, and note it does change the headlights as well. We then have the duck ornament, stock, or swan. For emblems, we could do the complete set, so it does the front and the side. So complete classic, only on the grill, complete black, complete chrome, only grill black, only grill chrome, and then only hood. And then you could also take it off if you want. There is a hood node, but there is only one hood option. Fenders, there are two. We got the stock, and then we got the big one. As you can see, it just puts a drop, like a little dropped lip on there. We do get these wheels, which I'm pretty sure were donated by Jasper for him to use. It does only come with the one. As you can see, only one of everything: nut covers, oil cap, tire. There are two. There's a polished and a regular. But good quality on that, especially if it's from Jasper. If you want to see a video to the full Jasper lineup, top right should be a little clickable box for you. Moving on back, down here we have stock mud flaps. You can get rid of them if you want. Let's see. On either side, you could put antennas. So you can run those if you want. For sun visors, gotta be at a weird angle since we have all this piece of kit above us. We have a 14-inch low straight. We have it painted. We have a reverse bow tie. And then we have a 16-inch pointed deep V visor. All the same light options there. Right here in the middle, we could change our windshield frame, so it could be stock, chrome, or painted. There are driver's plates on each one, on each side. Here we have our air filters. We could have it in chrome or paint. We can also do the straps in chrome or paint, and then we could put on the light brackets in chrome or paint, and it does put it on the back as well. Down here, we have a chrome cover there, or painted, or just stock. And then we can also change our skirt, which will mess with this. So we have the worldwide right now. We could do it with the full skirt. We could just have plain deep chrome or deep paint. For our mirrors, we can do modern mirrors, classic, or painted modern. Our door handle is stock, but we could do it in chrome, and it does affect the one on the bunk. And then we could do a chrome and paint combo. Down here, this is where the editable company logos go. So as you can see, you can throw your own logo on the side steps. For our def tank, we could change the cap to chrome, and then we could also throw a painted or cover or a chrome cover on the tank itself. And the pink is not a texture issue. Remember, we chose the pink to highlight it in the paint jobs. Right here is a cab deflector to kind of like, you know, add arrow. You could have that or not. Now, before we get too far back, there is one more option, and that is car 1. Now, just due to ATS limitations, the load will only spawn on a trailer. So you'll have an empty trailer, and when you pick a load up, it'll put cars on it. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that for the truck. So if you want to look like a completely full load, you'd have to pre-select the cars you want on your truck. And luckily they're $1, so changing it out is extremely cheap. But it is an unfortunate limitation of ATS. So I do wish where if you went and picked up a load, it would fill up your truck and trailer, but unfortunately it will just do the trailer. So for the truck, if you want cars to be on it, you have to select it in a shop. We have the BMW X5 in 3 different colors, and you'll notice that there will be duplicates of each. There is a fixed version. Now, all that means is that the car will be completely static. For the ones without the fixed version in brackets, it'll have the same physics as the truck cabin itself. So if you jerk the wheel, the cars will move. So I'm going to throw on some fixed cars and some non-fixed cars just to show you the difference. But I'll go through them right here. So we have the BMW X5. We then have the, went a little far, sorry. We have a old Bel Air. We have the Nova SS. We have a newer Suburban. We also got the PT Cruiser in 2 different colors. We have an old school Ford Mustang in 2 different colors, a GMC Cyclone, a Jeep Rubicon in 2 colors. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, in 2 colors. We have the Miata. We have a Porsche Cayenne, and then a Prius in 3 different colors. So those are all the car options that come with this truck and trailer. Those are all the loads you could get. And you'll see once we move further back, we can put more cars on. So moving on back, this little vent, you can have it stock paint or you could have it chrome. Fuel tank, you could have a painted tank. You could have painted straps as well. There are 2 nodes that are blacked out, the fuel cap and the brackets for the straps. You can't change those. Right here, you can have the ends of the tank painted or chrome. Right here, you could have a painted frame if you'd like. And then this is where things kind of change a bit. So right now, as you can see, there's car 3. And you could throw whatever you want on there. But if you wanted to have this fully loaded up, you would select ramp, and you can change the height that you want it. So obviously at this height, you know, you'd probably have a larger SUV on top, but if you hit stock, now we get this load or this node down here to select extra cars. So now we have this Acura Type R. I think that's Camaro, and this Volvo S60. So there's some more car options. And then up here, you could throw a M5 on. Let's see what else is different. Chevy Impala, Volvo 850R, and yeah, so a couple different car options to have different variety, but it's all based on height is kind of how he has it. So obviously with this up all the way, there's not going to be an X5 and there's not going to be a Suburban, but you could throw it on the front and angle it down, all that fun stuff. Of course, you could take them off and have it empty as well, but if you're loaded with the trailer and you want it to make it look like a full complete load, you're going to have to select them in here again. We then have stickers. So this will put next gen stickers for the whole rack setup in black or white, or you can get rid of them altogether if you'd like. And then we have the frame itself, and you can light this thing up. There's nodes up front. There's nodes all down the side and on both sides. So you can have this thing lit up if you want. Moving on back, we have these wheels as well. Only thing that's really changeable is polished or not. On the back here we have 3 different light options. So we have the square lights, oval, or the oval angled. We have rear plate, so you want to throw a license plate here, you can, and it puts a little light there. for the plate as well. And then we have stock or black air hoses. Now this doesn't show up now, and it'll only show up when you attach the trailer. So if you want the red, blue, and green like normal, you can have that, or if you do black, it'll just be black hoses to hook up to. I also forgot to mention that you can throw lights on the back of the cab, and it is an option. So you could just bling out the back of your cab a bit. Here in the interior accessories, we have 3 different interior lights. We also have our air fresheners to show that the compatibility works with the DLC. We have different CBs, so we got the General Lee Striker in green, blue, and red. We also have the USA in blue, green, and red, and that is it for that. Here you can select if you want your sun visors down or up. So I do apologize. What I thought was mud flaps is actually the pictures you could have here. So if we drop this, you could have custom pictures here in your visor. So that's pretty cool. And that there is a file that comes with the truck where you could change all that. Here we have a cell phone or GPS. As you can see, it works with all the SCS DLC wheels. We have a wood, marble, or paintable dashboard. And the same for up here. And over there. And even on the sides of your doors. Down here you can change from a regular to a long shifter. You can do a wood floor, paintable floor, or marble floor. I just wanted to check. The marble is paintable, so even if you select marble, it's still going to be the color of your truck. We then have just items you could throw on your floor, or you could do rubber mats. Sorry, the camera keeps like clipping as soon as you get over here. You can throw stuff on your seat, and then we have different seats. So we have legacy seat with the armrests down or up. We have it in brown, red, and silver. And then back here in the bunk, you just have the same options that SCS gives you. No sheets, none like that. And it does throw interior lights back there, so if we take those off, they disappear back there. And that is it. So I think before the up close and personal, we'll go through the trailer, and then we could do the up close and personal all in one shot. So here we are in the trailer purchase menu, and as you can see, we have Cottrell or Cotrell, I don't know how you pronounce it, over here on the left, and then we have the car hauler trailer, which is really cheap, which is nice since you got to buy the truck to pull it, seeing as the fifth wheel is in a completely different spot than a normal truck. So for our chain type, it is just the one trailer. There is no other chain type. For the body, it's going to be same traffic as the truck, so body and chassis is going to be the same thing. And depending on what setup you choose here will dictate what kind of cars you can haul. So if you do big SUV, you're just going to probably have BMW X5s or maybe Chevy Tahoes, and that's it. If you do low heights, nothing will go on the bottom. It'll just be on the top rack. Low height 2 flips these out. So you could probably do 2 Tahoes since those are pretty long vehicles. You can do stock, SUV height, and then SUV height 1. So again, depending on which one you choose will affect which cars you can haul. So we'll just do stock height and see what that gets us. For our paint job, we have Eastside Buzz Lightyear green. We got Eastside gray. We have paintable, Virginia black, Virginia blue, Virginia orange. And then our custom metallic, of course. Which that looks like decent flake. Actually, there is no flake, it's just a reflection. Which might be it for some people, you know. So fine you can't see it. For accessories, this trailer is pretty bare bones, which is fine. I mean, it is just a car hauler trailer. Markers, as you can see, lights down the whole side of it. None on top though, and then it even adds it in the back there. Which I don't think in real life there are any on top. It's just these in the back that are typically attached by the cable. So I think that's fine. Again, same wheels, good quality with Jasper. Come back here. We can do a warning flag. There it is there, just on a bungee cord. We could do 2 slots for our license plate. Again, all the same options as up front. And then back here you can change your tail lights, and notice they are up here as well. So we have oval, oval angled, which affects the bottom, and then square. And then over here, just 2 more options. We have the same options with stickers, so we can do white stickers or black stickers. And then right here for our controls, we can do a chrome wood sticker without, or just like a piece of aluminum with or without the sticker. And that's it for customization on the trailer. Super simple, short and sweet. Now let's look at that up close and personal. Alright guys, so here we are outside. As you can see, we have our truck and our trailer hooked up. Got our lights on the front here. They are clear. I think that it's just really bright, and that's kind of making them look chrome. But as you see, they are clear. We have our wonderful looking wheels. We got, let's see, chrome looks good. Surprisingly with this truck, almost all of our interior accessories were brought over. Our interior lights, the radio, the seats, the floor, mats. Looks like the only thing is the steering wheel that wasn't, which once we go to the interior view, it'll look as like it should. Got our reflectors. Got our stickers that even the small font. Dude, you can scan that QR code. Let's take a look at the cars. Crap interiors, but I don't think you're really getting that close. The exteriors aren't too bad. Got our Prius here. We have an M5 back here. I threw a Type R on the bottom. As you see, our wheels are strapped down like they should be. These are Type R. Everything looks as it should. Let's check underneath. Our exhaust does come out the side since we are a car hauler, no rail stacks. We got our leaf springs. Even a 2D textured motor, which, I mean, he didn't really have to do, but there it is. Got our hood straps, yep. Our safety guide wires or whatever to keep stay on the thing. All of the pistons, air hookups, even zip tied down. I'm pretty sure it's air. I don't think these are hydraulic. What, if you know otherwise, let me know. I'm always curious. Pressure gauge is there. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh, maybe it is hydraulic. There's a hydraulic. Yeah, there's a hydraulic tank. Hydraulic filter. Even has a level on there. Drive shafts in. Our rears are good. Airbags, our air hoses. Torsion bars. Not perfect, but doesn't have to be. Again, this is all just dependent on how far a modder really cares to go, because no one's seeing under here. Dang, look at the quality on those airbags. Soft tie systems. Interesting. I don't imagine this thing's fun to fuel up. Even got like the welds on the tank. Not bad. Back here we have our air hookups. As you see, we did the black hoses, so they're all black. And it does have advanced coupling. I really wasn't expecting that, but it did have advanced coupling, so that was nice to see. We do have, I mean, texturing on that's pretty good. For your rock guards, mud flaps. Onto the trailer now. Made in the USA. We got stickers, no step. This is the stock height too, so this is set up just with the stock height. It's labeled as stock height, sorry. So we'll see what cars we could get on there. You can read that too. Everything's labeled too. Or it was on the other side, I think. Am I tripping? Must be. I know it is on the truck. Maybe I took them off by accident. Can we read these? Pretty good. And then underneath, all of our lines go into all the hydraulics. Kind of look like they actually do run to where they need to. Under here we have air tanks, no air lines. Brake chambers look funky. Again, not the end of the world, because no one's going under there except me for the review. And this is what I was saying about the rear lights, how they have this one cable that runs down and ties into wherever that needs to tie into, which actually does run somewhere. No, there. Even the little license plate lights are wired in. That's cool to see. Alright, so as you can see, I'm out in the field. That's because I forgot to do this in the garage, so I'm splicing it in now. For our up close and personal interior, which looks good. I mean, we've got the gear keeper. That's what I use in real life. Got our dash. Let's see. Go outside. Switches look right. Gauges look right. Do certain things work? Like, does our Jake brake switch work? Maybe. Doesn't look like it. Parking brake doesn't work, nothing like that. So looks like the interior is pretty static. How about our windows? Interesting. So only the down on the driver's side works. Up. Oh, the up is working now. Passenger side? Works on the passenger side, not on the driver's side. So, looks pretty static in here. That's fine. Obviously, our gauges work. So, figured I'd splice that in though before I forgot. But the quality on the interior, like, looks really good. Like, just all the plastics and stuff. And it's kind of hard to tell because we're, shaded in with this whole contraption on top of us. Plus, I did put on a bit big of a visor. So, that is our up close and personal. We will go ahead and look at the... Oh, actually, you know what? Before I forget, I'm going to show you guys the difference here. And I am on keyboard right now because it's extremely dramatic. And it'll show up better. So, as you can see, the Prius is fixed. The other two cars are not. So, once I stop or turn, they'll bounce around. Which is a bit extreme. Cab also moves. No physics on the antennas. Which, like I said, is kind of looks a bit extreme, so the fixed might look a bit better. And granted, I'm jerking it around on a keyboard, so yeah, you may want to run fixed, but it's nice to have the option to just add some movement since a lot of things in ATS are, more on the static side. So, cool feature. We'll go ahead and look at the job market and then go from there. Alrighty, so obviously since that trailer hooks up in a super weird spot, it's not going to be in the freight market. You want to run it, you got to own it. And here we are in the cargo market. So again, I'm not running a economy mod, so these are the prices that it comes with. Highest being $7.49, lowest being $2.85. And it does matter what you haul. It will affect the weight. It's not just a set weight. So 26,455. We got 52,000. Call it 53. And then 31. So a couple different variations of weight, which is nice. And as you can see, so like this one is just Toyota Priuses. This one's auction cargo, so it's probably going to be a good mix of, classic cars, newer cars, stuff like that. And it looks like they are in different orders, so it's not completely the same all the time. Here we have a BMW load, so M5s and X5s, Toyota Priuses, auction cargo, straight classic cars. So, yeah. And again, when you change the setup of your trailer, you can haul different stuff. So if you do the big SUV one, you probably get the big long Suburbans and all that. So we'll go ahead and do a look at lighting. We probably won't look at a load just because it's the same cars I showed you in the in the shop. So we'll do a look at lighting, and that should be a wrap. All right, so one thing I did notice right off the bat is that the dash lights are on, even if ignition isn't on or anything. So they will kind of show up there. Here we have our flashers, which on these ones don't seem to have any flare. There is some on the back, which is good to see. There is a flare on those ones. And then back here as well, flare of course. And then we have our brake lights. We have our running lights. Even the license plate lights do work. Those upper ones are on now. Do we have flares back here? Doesn't look like it. These are the red watermelon lights. Doesn't look like any flares there. And then we have red watermelon lights back here. They are reflecting off the car. That's good to see. It does look like it's shining on. Yep, it is shining on the door. We have our crazy amount of colors. We have these small LEDs down here. And as you can see, the red is super dim. I don't think it's flaring like the other ones are. The orange ones don't seem to be shining down either, so some of the lights are working, some of the lights are not working. Orange doesn't seem to be one that works. We then have our headlights, our high beams, and then we also have something pretty cool, and that will turn off our lights and we'll shift it in reverse. Our brake lights are also our reverse lights. They're 2-in-1. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't remember if it's on the trailer or not. It is. So you even have reverse lights on your trailer, which is pretty sweet. So here we are inside. As you can see, even with the ignition off, the radio lights are on, and it looks like the watermelons are on, but they're not, I can assure you. If we turn our ignition on, get our GPS and dash lights. We also have all of our dash lights, even on our window switches. Good to see. Nothing in the back. That's what it looks like from up front. And then if we hit our beacon button, that's what turns on our watermelons. And you can see there's some back there too. So if you want to run the interior lights, it's going to be tied to your beacon button. And they do shine through from outside as well, which is nice. Guys, thanks for tuning in again for our Mod Review Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed. This one's a bit different. It's not just your classic truck. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, to be honest with you. And yeah, we'll see what we have for next week. Hope you all have a good one. Keep those wheels turning.